You may think that these pictures and places are from another planet, and it is difficult to believe that these places exist on our planet. Welcome to the charming oasis of Fay-youm, where incredible places actually exist. There is no better occasion than spring and Fayoum National Day to discover the oasis of this charming little planet.
Valley of the Whales. Studies indicate that the rocks of the Valley of the Wadi were formed between 42 and 37 million years ago when they were deposited from the waters of the Tethys Sea, sand, silt, and clay. The remains of ancient plants and animals that lived at that time, including whales, were preserved in those sediments. Then those remains were transformed into excavations we see today inside the first museum of its kind in the Middle East.
Ruins of Tebtunis. It is located on the southern edge of Fayoum and dates back to the late era, but it grew and flourished in the Greco-Roman era. A large temple for the god Sobek was found there from the beginning of the Ptolemaic era. A large number of Demotic and Greek papyri were found there that reveal the economic situation of this region, especially during the century 1st AD. It is located 30 kilometers southwest of Fayoum, near the village of Khazar al-Basil. It was on the shore of ancient Lake Moris, Karam. It had a temple in the days of the 12th dynasty. It flourished in the Greek era and includes the ruins of a temple and the Roman city of Amalbraja. Excavations there have recently revealed the remains of its ancient temple.
Wadi al-Rayyan Waterfalls, also called Fayoum Waterfalls. It is the only one of its kind on the land of Egypt. It is located between the upper and lower lakes. Its height is about 20 meters. It is surrounded by sedge forests. Thousands of tourists visit it every day to enjoy taking pictures, riding horses and camels, and diving, as well as fishing and sand skiing.
The Enchanted Lake. The Enchanted Lake is located within the Wadi al-Rayyan Nature Reserve near Jabal al-Mutawara. It is one of the most important visiting areas within the reserve. It was called the Enchanted Lake because the color of its water changes throughout the day from sunrise to sunset, according to the reflection of the sun's rays on it. The water, indicating that it is colored in several colors, including scarlet, blue, and greenish blue, according to the sunlight that falls on it, is characterized by fun and adventure because it contains many activities, most notably camping, boating, sand skating, walking on the sand, meditation sessions, and safari trips, and barbecue parties, etc., and can be reached by four-wheel drive vehicles that go up to Mount Mutawara and then go down to the lake located at the bottom of the mountain.
Lahoum Pyramid. Lahoum Pyramid lies about 17 kilometers south Fayoum city. It was built in the reign of King Senusert II of the 12th dynasty. The 48-meter high monument is built of mud bricks. Adjacent to it are 8 mastabas, terrace-shaped tomb, and the tombs of royal princesses. It has Middle Kingdom Pyramids burial chamber that is accessible to general public.
Labyrinth of Hoyara. The Labyrinth of Hoyara is a huge building, almost considered a legendary building. There is no building in Egypt similar to it. It only exists at Fayoum Governorate. The building is located to the south of Hoyara Pyramid, and both of them were established by Amenemhat III. The great historians, Herodotus and Strabon, gave it the name of the puzzle in their writings that it's the greatest building. Even more than the pyramid, Herodotus called it labyrinth because it was very similar to that labyrinth on the island Crete, that it consists of 3,000 rooms, 3,000, 1,500 up to the earth and 1,500 underground. Karun Palace. Khazar Karun Temple, as mentioned in archaeological sources, is a temple from the Greco-Roman era and was dedicated to the worship of the god Sobek and Dionysius, the Roman god of wine and love. However, the inhabitants of the region in Islamic times called it Khazar Karun because of its presence near Lake Karun, which is adjacent to it, which was given this name due to the large number of horns and bays in it, so it was initially called Lake Al-Churan, and it was distorted to Lake Karun. Knowing that this lake was originally the remaining remnant of Lake Maurice in pharaonic history, and as for the number of rooms in the temple, it is less than 100 rooms, and it was used to store grains and for the uses of the temple priests at this time.
Water wheels. Fayoum is considered the only governorate in Egypt in which this type of water wheels was widespread. In addition to its role in spreading agriculture in the governorate, it retained this ancient tool even after the emergence of modern irrigation methods. And the water wheel became part of its fabric until it became a slogan for the governorate. Water wheels are the icon of the governorate and are present on the governorate's logo. It is one of the traditional irrigation tools and there is nothing like it in Egypt. Fayoum used to include a number of water wheels estimated at thousands, and they became extinct until they reached a few dozen. The governorate is trying to protect them from extinction so that they remain a tourist attraction after dispensing with their services. Inal Saliying area is one of the ancient tourist areas in Fayoum Governorate. It is a natural spring left by the attractive nature that the governorate has been famous for a long time. It is considered one of the important attractions due to its rare beauty. It is surrounded by springs and is located in a depression 43 meters deep from the surface to sea, amid gardens of mango trees, palm trees, fruits, and different and rare types of trees. The area remained a well-known tourist attraction for everyone who traveled to visit the governorate. It was King Farouk's promenade when he came to the Fayoum Tower in the summer and during bird hunting trips. She was also the winner of the Miss Egypt title. The prize is a 3-day visit to Inal Saliying.
Dovecots were one of the tourist attractions that Fayoum was famous for, and one of the elements of the rural environment for which the governorate is famous. It is unique in its Fayoumi design, which distinguishes it from any dovecots in another governorate. It is proud of its ancient history as one of the air mail centers in the Islamic State, where the mountain castle was. In Egypt, it contains pigeon towers. The function of the towers has changed to raising carrier pigeons for lovers who exchange their messages through it, or for those who send their messages away for monitoring and prying eyes, or for hobbyists who like to acquire unique types of pigeons. Therefore, they call the place for raising pigeons Gale, while farmers build pigeon towers to raise food pigeons, or to use pigeon waste as good fertilizer for the lands.
Hanging Mosque. The Hanging Mosque in Fayoum is one of the ancient buildings dating back to the early Ottoman era, 400 years ago in the year 1560. It is located in Bandar al-Medina on Port Said Street. It was ordered to be built by the Mamluk Prince Suleiman bin Haytham. It was called the Hanging Mosque because it was built on a high plateau that can be reached from the Bar Yusuf side by several stairs. The mosque is distinguished with its suspended design. It is located above one of the strong arches that previously supported it.
Monastery of Anba Ebram. The monastery of the Virgin Mary, Abu al-Safain, and Saint Anba Ibram is located in the village of Al-Azab, which is one of the ancient regions. Its original name is the Land of the Arabs, and it is about 5 kilometers away from the city of Fayoum to the south. It is considered one of the tourist places in Fayoum Governorate, and a Christian religious shrine that many visitors flock to. The monastery has 6 churches, namely the Church of the Great Martyr Abu al-Safain, Saint Abba Ibram, the Archaeological Church of the Virgin Mary, the Archaeological Church of the Virgin Mary, the Church of Saint Abba Abram, the Church of the Holy Cross, and the Church of Saint Abba Abraham, Bishoy and Bishop Samuel Church. Medicinal and aromatic plants are among the popular crops, and Fayoum Governorate is famous for their cultivation. The area of medicinal and aromatic plants represents about a third of the cultivated area in Egypt, and their production is exported abroad, where chrysanthemums, or what are called moonflowers or yellow gold, wormwood, chamomile, marjoram, and mint are grown. Pepper, and Fayoum was not the first governorate in the Republic to produce and cultivate medicinal and aromatic plants. Rather, it was the first in the Republic in exporting. Not only that, but the production is exported to many countries such as Germany, France, and the United States of America, and many industries are built on it, such as medicines and cosmetics. The people of the village of Deja in Fayoum Governorate spent more than 60 years making handmade carpets until they turned into artists inventing new forms of carpets and kilims to revive their craft that they inherited from their grandfathers after it had almost disappeared. They returned to the markets with strength, and their new product achieved a high percentage of sales and outperformed on carpets and kilims, especially since the combination of them in a certain way makes it appear better, lighter in weight, and more suitable for modern decor. Porcelain and pottery. This industry began in 1970 when the Swiss ceramic artist Evelyn Boré lived and worked in the village after discovering the nature of the children of the region when they looked after their cows, which were made in the form of clay toys in the form of animals and birds, in which the natural beauty and original art were revealed. And for this reason she decided to create a center for these children to train them in pottery crafts, and to support their talent and their ability to innovate. It includes a training center for potters, which was built from clay stone buildings with domes. Each student in the center has a place to work, a wheel to rotate the clay, kilns for firing ceramics, and places for display. Due to the artist's residence in the village for more than 40 years, she has attracted a number of artists residing in Cairo who work on research on rural life on the weekends. The palm tree has played an important role in the lives of Fayoum farmers since the dawn of history. Some call it the tree of life because it can be used in a variety of ways and to make many products. The lands planted with palm trees in Fayoum extend over a distance of 7,500 acres and contain approximately 1.7 million palm trees spread in most of the villages of Fayoum, especially in Atza, Abshway, and Sanuras. During the palm's long life, farmers prune it to help it grow, and the harvest resulting from this pruning process is also used to make baskets. Fayoum women make these baskets in their homes using straw and palm leaves. They take very diverse shapes, as they produce large baskets used to contain clothes and elegant ones in which small jewelry is placed. This technique for making baskets has been known in Fayoum since the New Stone Age, long before the rule of the pharaohs. The villages of Al-Alam and Al-Kabi are considered centers for making the famous traditional baskets in Fayoum.